Oh yeah. So I probably actually should have done this video from down the new place. But we got down there, we got the keys, completed purchase today. Went down, got really quite overwhelmed um, because there's so much to do. I'll do your video tomorrow. But so there's the two properties. There's number 9, which is the main building with the roof on it. It's pretty nice. It's just incomplete renovations, but it has no power and no water currently. And the wiring and plumbing are in to some extent, but need finishing off. And then there's roof work that needs doing because the guy that owned it before put a couple of solar panels on the back and apparently removed the slates in order to fit them, which seems weird to me. But now there's a big patch that has no solar panels or slates, so that needs sorting. And then number 11 is the kind of yard, and it's thick with brambles and rubble and many years of fly tipping and all those sorts of things. So I think tomorrow is going to be a day of lots of tip trips, trying to get things sorted. It's been raining up here past day, so the new drain pipe I put on is working admirably, which is really nice to see. And yeah, now begins the real job. I feel a lot like when we first moved up to Banff, because the house that we live in was in an absolute state, rewired throughout, new heating, new flooring, new plaster, just everything. Uh, Everything needed doing. And I remember just going, oh my God, what have I got myself into? And there's an aspect of that, there really is. But hopefully, well, not even hopefully, like I know we can do it, I know we've done it before. The main thing that I need to do is keep the budget down, because the more I save, the longer, well, the the more the more buffer is preserved, the more this is saved, the better it's going to be for the longevity of this project. And of course, we want this project to continue forever, ideally. Um, well, in terms of getting the building sorted and then using it, and using the forge and putting on activities and making shops and making galleries and workshop space and all of these wonderful things that we've been planning on doing for ages. Now we have that opportunity, which is really cool. Yeah. So yeah, no, I completely accept. I should have done a video down there. I just got a little bit. My brain gets a little bit fizzy. Well, I think probably anybody's would in that sort of situation. I was going to put it down as an autistic thing, but it's not really the case. Well, it's partially the case, but I think anybody in this situation would be kind of dealing with that. So I've been contacting trades for I need a professional to at least connect the power back up. I need similar to get the water going. Although I can do plumbing, I can't connect to mains and figure all that side of things out. And then I've just been kind of on the internet trying to find the things that we're going to need, like kitchen sinks. Actually searching on the internet for a kitchen sink. I love it. We need everything, including the kitchen sink. But maybe if I can find like a cool Belfast sink or something around, that would be nicer. Although those things weigh an absolute ton. Otherwise, it's been a good day with the family. My youngest has been unwell, so she's been having a day watching SpongeBob mostly. She's really got into it lately, and it's great because I remember all these episodes from years ago. And uh, I'm finally closing the chapter on the job. all of their equipment is packed up in the porch, ready for the courier to pick up. At which point I can forget they ever existed, which is something that's going to be really nice moving forward. So what I'm planning on doing, we've got a big storm coming in, Storm Amy, the first named storm of the season. So I'm going to be doing as much as I can, but there's going to be a point where rain stops play. So when that happens, I'm going to be working on my web empire. Empire might be a bit strong, but I run a server. I run a load of my own sites. I run sites for other people, building, hosting, maintenance. So that is, that is a potential freelance income. It has been a freelance income, you know, in the past. It could be ramped back up. But also, what I want to do with this vlog, are we calling it a vlog? I'm going to call it a vlog. What I want to do with this vlog is connect it up to an actual website as well, where I can kind of put photos and write things and link to stuff. I know you can do a certain amount of that from YouTube descriptions, but what I'm going to do is try and make it something a little more coherent and a little more multimedia. So I've got to figure out YouTube APIs, embedding codes, all that sort of stuff, which is going to be fun. Don't know what I'm going to call it yet. I could simply call it I'm not prepared for this.com if that's available. Probably isn't. But I do have other domains. I own the daddy.org, have owned that for 23 years now, because I found it available, and who's not going to go, all right, I'll own the daddy.org. .com was taken, obviously, otherwise I would have taken that. So maybe I'll resurrect that. I've got a few others. Coolest of the cool.co.uk, madewithcare.co.uk, although that's going, well, it already is to some degree, but it's going to be expanded as an e-commerce platform, which would be really nice. Circustree.co.uk is my wife's art. Don't think she's put anything new on there lately, but it is all up there. Few other ones. Johnmain.co.uk obviously is my own thing, and The Forge has got its own website. Why am I listing websites? This is a really silly thing to do. I do apologise. My point being, I've got a web empire. I've got domains. I've got server space. So it would be remiss of me not to, get involved. Use that. These glasses really are squint, aren't they? Use that for purposes that we want to do. Try and get a few irons in the fire as well. I do want to do a bit of freelance, keep a few pennies coming in while the renovations are going ahead. Good things to do over the winter as well, because winter up here is pretty severe. It's already kicking in. First name storm of the season. That's what you get. So that's it for today. I have had feedback on my second video yesterday that the wind was really loud and you couldn't hear a bloody thing. So sorry about that. But I have got an external microphone coming that's going to make that better. So I'll hopefully be able to do some better sound quality on my videos. Shout out to new followers, really appreciate you. Shout out to my good friend Jonathan, also known as Brick, who you will hopefully see on future videos. He's a very, very good friend of mine, and he's going to be doing lots of things. He's helping me to get a handle on the renovations, figure out what's needed. It's going to help me out, when time allows. But then what really we want to do is, we're both coders, we're both builders, we're both makers, we're both nerds. Among those things, among those topics, there should be a sweet spot, a project, a business even, that we could do together, potentially within a new space, potentially wherever. So yeah, big shout out to my friend Jonathan, and it's been a good day. It's been an intense day. It's been a what the hell am I doing sort of day. But we all have these. The important thing is to say, all right, yeah, you know what? It is a big deal. There is a lot going on. But take it one step at a time and we'll get there. That's all I can say.